London-based BP said it expected significantly lower refining margins in the second quarter when the global restrictions on movement to halt the spread of coronavirus reached their peak, throttling consumption of gasoline, diesel and jet fuel. The company says oil and gas production faced significant uncertainties linked to tumbling demand for oil and plunging prices, as well as proposals by oil-producing countries to reduce global supplies of crude by about 10%. BP has so far resisted cutting its dividend after raising it in February, even though some investors have said top oil and gas companies should consider reducing shareholder payouts. Norway's Equinor became the first big oil firm to cut its dividend, reducing its first quarter payout by 2/3 and suspending a $5 billion share buyback. Elsewhere, Boeing will need to borrow more money over the next 6 months and does not expect to pay dividends again for years, as the company wrestles with industry fallout from the coronavirus and the grounding of its 737 MAX jets. Boeing is trying to bring its 737 MAX jet back into service after 2 fatal crashes, even as the aviation industry slumps because of the coronavirus, which has dried up demand for passenger air travel. Boeing CEO says he expects it will take 2 to 3 years for travel to return to 2019 levels and an additional few years more for the industry's long-term trend growth to return. Finally, Nissan expects to post its first annual operating loss in 11 years as the Japanese automaker struggles to recover from plunging vehicle sales as the coronavirus pandemic has sapped demand for cars. Japan's number 2 automaker says it expects an annual operating loss of as much as 45 billion yen, down from a previous forecast announced in February for an operating profit of 85 billion yen. It expects to post a net loss of as much as 95 billion yen compared with a previous forecast for about 65 billion yen profit. Nissan is bracing for its worst financial performance since the 2008 global financial crisis, when it posted an operating loss of 137.9 billion yen.